When I first started making beats, all I cared about was the bounce, the knock. Would an artist jump on this? Would it move a crowd? And honestly, that's a solid instinct. That producer ear is what gives our music character. But then I discovered sync licensing and everything shifted. At first, it was confusing. I was sending my best beats to publishers and getting absolute silence. These were clean mixes that had tight drums and emotional melodies, but nothing landed. And that's when I realized, what works in the artist world isn't always what works in the sync world. But that doesn't mean they're totally separate. There's a link, a very real link. And if you can figure it out, it becomes one of the most powerful ways to leverage your music skills as a beat maker. So let's talk about it. The foundation is the same. The vibe comes first. Whether you're making a beat for an artist or a TV show, it still starts with the vibe. You're painting a mood, you're telling a story. Just that the difference is, for an artist, you're creating space for the lyrics, whereas for sync, you're creating space for dialogue or the picture. That changes how you structure things when you're working. A fire trap beat with hard-hitting 808s and a constant switch up here and there might sound amazing on its own, but for a tense dialogue scene, it's a bit too distracting. So what's the link? The tone, the texture, the emotional blueprint. That's what translates. Second, let's go into the beatmaker's advantage in sync. As beatmakers, we've got something a lot of traditional sync composers don't. We have pocket and we've got groove. That instinctive feel for rhythm and bounce. A lot of sync music, especially in tension, dramedy or promo, is rhythm driven. Not in a club way, in a narrative way. And beatmakers understand how to create movement. That's gold in sync. Plus, our workflows are very fast. We're used to cooking up loops and ideas in just minutes. That speed paired with a good understanding of sync structure, you become dangerous in the best way. Let's talk about what needs to shift for you as a beat maker to see success in sync licensing. What do you need to change? First of all, structure. Sync tracks need edit points, buttoned endings, builds and then breakdowns. You're not thinking in verse hook verse, you're thinking in scene arcs. With mixing, leave space. Too much reverb, too much bass, or vocal samples in the wrong spots can kill a placement. Watch out for your length. A beat might loop for 2 minutes. A sync track needs 4, sometimes even a sting version, sometimes a 30-second out version. This is all what makes up your catalog. This doesn't mean you stop making beats, it means you develop them differently. You evolve from beat maker to composer and producer hybrid. Let's talk about repurposing your work. Here's the part nobody talks about. You already have a catalog, you just haven't translated it yet. That lo-fi track you made 2 months ago could be perfect for a docuseries. That emotional piano beat, sync gold. That quirky bounce with weird plucks could fit in a comedy ad spot. With a few tweaks, structure, alt mix, better endings, you're turning beats into sync tracks. You're not starting completely from scratch, you're adapting. And the best part, some tracks can live in both worlds. Beat making teaches discipline, repetition, flow state. All of that matters in sync, but sync teaches restraint. It teaches subtlety. It forces you to listen to context. And when those two worlds come together, you become more than just a freelancer. You become a sonic storyteller. I'm not saying that every beat you make should go to sync. Some are for the culture. Some are just for fun. But what I am saying is, if you're already producing music, you're halfway there. You just need to learn the language of sync and start translating your catalog. So if you're a beat maker thinking about sync, or you're already testing out the waters, drop a comment. I've been on both sides of the coin, and I'm sharing everything I've learned so far. Subscribe if you want real strategies, not hype. And if you want help converting your beats into sync-ready tracks, I've got resources. You'll find them in my link in my bio. See you in the next one.